Part 3, Spiritual Fitness Writing Exercises. Here are some writing exercises that you can use to jumpstart your spiritually fit writing routine. Chapter 1, Thoughts to Consider. In the first chapter, I shared my story about the first time I heard the voice. Think back about your childhood. Did you ever have any type of mystical experience that happened to you when you were young that you thought was strange and that you didn't share with anyone? Have you ever heard a voice within? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 2, Thoughts to Consider. In the second chapter, I talk about not being good enough in my dad's eyes. Was there ever a time in your life when you didn't feel like you were good enough? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 3, Thoughts to Consider. Was there a significant time in your life when you began or stopped exercising? At what age did you start exercising? Why did you start or stop? Take 20 minutes to write about your exercise routine. Chapter 4, Thoughts to Consider. In Chapter 4, I talk about not taking the keys away from my mother. Have you ever felt in your heart that you should do the right thing, but you made a different choice? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 5, Thoughts to Consider. In this chapter, I share about the reality of a dream of becoming a professional baseball player not coming true. Do you have a dream that hasn't come true that is for your benefit? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 6, Thoughts to Consider. In this chapter, I share my experience with gambling and rock bottom moment. Was there a time in your life when you hit rock bottom? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 7, Thoughts to Consider. In Chapter 7, I share what I believe is the American dream. What does living the American dream mean to you? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 8, Thoughts to Consider. In this chapter, I share 2 books that influenced my journey. Is there a book that has changed your life? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 9, Thoughts to Consider. In this chapter, I share how I felt disconnected from God. Have you ever felt lonely or deserted by God? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 10, Thoughts to Consider. Have you ever doubted your intuition? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 11, Thoughts to Consider. In this chapter, I share my experience with the black-capped chickadee. Is there a certain animal that you resonate with? Do you believe you have a spiritual animal? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 12, Thoughts to Consider. Did a relationship end with someone you love deeply? How did that make you feel? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Chapter 13, Thoughts to Consider. In this chapter, I share about the importance of forgiveness. Have you forgiven yourself for all your mishaps, mistakes, betrayals, etc. that you've committed in your life? Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience. Great job. You have cleansed yourself. Now it's time to forgive everyone who you believe has crossed you. You do not have to tell someone, I forgive you, in order for your forgiveness to be genuine. A humble warrior principle is that when you let your heart guide you, you will automatically act in alignment with your own truth. Forgiveness may take time. Through your writing, acknowledge and release anything painful that you've experienced. You have the power within to heal. Allow yourself to be transformed by putting your loving awareness and conscious attention on the issue at hand. Take 20 minutes to write about the above experience.